Let me relax now.
Let's go.
At this point, we don't have
Next to the IGP is the DIG in charge of operations, DIG Adilajosha. Also CP, that's CP David Folawio is CP.
Okay.
We also have a CP Guana, and we have CP Shola David, CP Cooperative.
Myself and my team, we're happy to be here today. You know, at least I've been seeing TVC, even outside this country, but you know, seeing it live is a sort of it's an experience really. And I want to appreciate what the entire establishment of the news, media, have been doing to support the young police force. As you have been saying, you know, presently we're having a police that is people-oriented, people-oriented police force, and we cannot achieve this without the support of the people. And the best way to mobilize the people is through the media. Of course, we are not here today with we are trying to establish, I'm sorry, you know, probably, we are trying to establish a police broadcasting service. It's going to be a television and radio establishment. And this we are trying to do so that to ensure that we bridge the gap of communication between us and members of the public. And like you said, most of the views about policing are based on perception. I know perception normally, you know, at times carries a lot of sort of level of credibility among the population. But we believe that when we bridge that gap, and just like you said, with the support of the entire media, people start, you know, saying the good things about the police, it will, in the long run, change the perception of the image of the police to be a sort of a people-oriented police force. In fact, I don't know if I can get some of these, the creed, the police creed, we call it the police creed. It forms what I call like a Bible to an average policeman now. And all these things we are doing is our effort to try to reach, you know, that level of gap of perception and reality. And that the police officers themselves have a lot to do in ensuring the credibility of the service, in ensuring that we sort of respond to the yearnings of the people themselves. And I think that's the main, I believe that's the best way to address, you know, the perception of the police, just like to say of this issue of corruption and whatever. Of course, if you look at generally now, if you look at the establishment of the government, most institutions headed by the police have a lot of credibility to it. And I think none of our officers, or none of police officers in the areas where you have the leadership headed by police, has so far had any issue to do with corruption. That will tell you the level of credibility an average policeman has. And it's not only in Nigeria. Even outside this country, you have to go to the UN, you have to go to some of these areas where we have we give out our services. Police officers, and that's why these are some of it's what is contained in this creed. Service with integrity. And that's presently the focus of the present police administration. And this we are doing in our everyday activities. On a daily basis, you know, I concentrate my time in addressing the public complaint against police actions, because I believe that's the only way we can sort of redeem the image of the post to be, you know, where you have isolated incidents, we try to address it immediately with this, so that it can now, you know, enhance the image of the police with the people. And I believe with that, we're going to enhance our actions, ensuring that the Nigerian communities are secure and safe from crime, because that's the main focus of the Nigerian police force. Obviously, like I said, media, are a necessary partner to us, and we believe that on a daily basis we need to partner positively with members of the media, because of the you have a role of you can create an image, you are in touch with the community, and you can be able to change their perception through what they read, whether it's a radio or print media. A lot depends on you people, and I believe, just like you observed, we need to partner together to ensure that you leave a good image of the force, and so that people can have respect and trust in the service. It's only based on that people can be able to tell us where you have crimes, where you have criminality, and because with that information, it enables the police to respond faster. I was just with the executive governor in Lagos State. We're just from there now, and obviously I thank him for the support he has been given to the police, and also for all the support he has been given generally in months of an ability to respond to some of this criminality. Of course, the police, anywhere we go now, we try to market what I call the police trust fund. That's trying to change the funding of the force, because we believe that to have an effective and efficient police, we have to change the way of funding. Everybody agree that you cannot fund the police through a normal budgetary, they call it envelope budgeting. The requirement of the police is far bigger than what is in the budget. And if you say you are going to fund the police through a normal budgeting, by the time people hear our needs, everybody will be shouting, it's too much. Are you the only service? Or the governments have a lot of expectation. So I'm not surprised. So what we are trying to do now is that to fund the police through a different approach. But I think, like I told the governor this afternoon, that it's only in Lagos that you efficiently and effectively tackle the issue of funding of the police, that the police trust fund. Lagos is the only state in the whole federation that have adopted that method of funding, and it's funding the police through the first line charge, and that's what we're trying to adapt now at the national level. Some weeks back, we had a public hearing at the National Assembly, because as I'm talking to you now, we have a bill, police trust fund bill, and that bill, if passed into law by the National Assembly, is going to address once and for all the issue of funding of Nigerian police force. And I believe by the time we do that at that point we will say that we are changing the face of policing in this country. We are going to have a very effective and efficient police force that address all the needs of the police. Is it in the area of equipment? Is it an issue of uniform? Is it an issue of allowances for the men, movement for investigation? Giving the capacity of the police, an average policeman, to go on investigation. These are very serious issues. Mobility, adapting technology to policing, just like you have in other countries. And I believe with this police trust fund that we are now trying to push at the National Assembly, if it's already there. In fact, we are at the level of public hearing, because at the headquarters at the National Assembly, so I think about 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back, we had a public hearing of this police trust fund bill, and the attendance was very massive from all the sectors, from the civil society organizations, from members of the traditional institutions, from members of the community, the youth, the vigilantes. All of them came to support this police trust fund, and they are the ones that are they're in the forefront in this our ability to have this radio and television service, because we believe that if you have a police broadcasting service of the community, that covers the police broadcasting service.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.